Hi everyone, this reading is going to be for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and your ascendant again. So if this reading does not resonate with you at the current time, you can always check your other chart placement so you can see your signs, and you can do that online by searching in your natal chart, putting in your birthday and the time of birth. So anyways, let's start with your reading. You got the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, a lot of swords here. Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Four of Wands, all right, the Fool, and Three of Cups. Very well. All right, so Aquarius, what's going through right now with you is there's a Five of Swords. So I think for some of you, there's something going on in your mind where you are trying to make decision of should I stay, should I go, should I let go, should I surrender, should I fight for it, should I not. So like I said, in every given situation, whether it's a relationship, people that you relate with, like your family members and stuff like that, but there's just a fight or conflict that's happening that a part of you also is like, I want to move away from this because it's taking up a lot in your mental space. And for some of you, this is about, again, if it's a relationship, you think about really good times. If you are dealing with someone, whether it's your ex or someone you have connected in the past who you've been having a communication with, it just talks about where a part of you is like still hanging on to something, and but clearly you also don't want to deal with it if it's something that is not good for you. So I guess for you it's just you might be feeling a bit stuck in this situation. So if you're also relating when it comes to your personal relations or anything in your life, you're just feeling a bit not sad, but you just kind of like mellowing about certain things because you're in your head right now. So anyways, your potential challenge is that moving. That's your challenge. Your challenge is like I said, a part of you wanted to move, wanted to have more stability. I think because you want to go for your Ace of Pentacles. You want to create a new beginning. But at the same time, it's just so hard. It feels like there's nothing you can do. Like you want to take action of certain things, but you feel like there's really not much you can do. Either if you're the one who's been trying to handle a situation or people or any type of thing, it just doesn't feel like nothing that you do can really change something right now. But of course, you're looking into other new things maybe that you can go look forward to. Because I think if you can just focus on what is restricting you, so you have the Eight of Swords, what are the things that are stopping you from doing this movement? Yeah, so you're not trusting your own power right here because you have the High Priestess and the Magician. These are very strong cards. So some of you, I think you guys are really, you have a gift. Like you can, even if you think about something, and for surely, like, it can happen. Maybe a lot of times you've done that. Like if there's a certain person you want to talk to, you haven't talked to for a while, but when you were aligned, let's say if you were at some point, you're grounded, you're aligned, and you're not being bothered by anything. But I think when you manifest something, they always come in your doorstep. So like even a job, like if you want a job that you've always been wanting to sign up for, I mean, you can make it happen. It's just right now your energy is a bit like, I would say 50%, because something is bothering you, because you don't know whether to move or to stay or to not do anything. It's one of those things. So it's just like, but it's telling you you need to start working on following your intuition and also your manifestation, because you clearly have really strong manifestation energy or skills, or you have the gift too, most of you. So anyways, over the past 9 of Wands, so I think you did your best to not allow anybody to mess with you, if anything. So there was a point in your life where you started being more defensive when it comes to your own well-being, or how you let people in your life, and that's really a good thing. And also, in some ways, you try to take care of yourself, and you've also learned to not always enable other people to just always take from you. A part of you is also starting to realize, if if someone wants to, or somebody cares or love me, or they really mean well towards me, then they must have to like present it to me, or they need to show me good intention. And I think you have a very strong, like, since I saw it right here, your manifestation and your intuition is on point and strong. At some point, I think that you always leave it to the universe, whether if you're going through some tough times right now. But I think you were a bit disconnected right now. And so in the past, you have a very very strong gifts like that, and I think you probably need to work on that again, or try to see what's blocking it, because you're not gonna let the your abundance to flow if you're not gonna start to work on those things. So you can actually able to process how you can move forward, if at some point right now everything is fuzzy. So your strength is that you have a 7 of Pentacles. I think with um you are really good when it comes to waiting. And I can see that for some of you, they always give people chances. And I mean, for some they say it's a bad thing, for some it's a good thing. I mean, I can't really give you that answer, but for me, I'm describing how you are. So you're really good when it comes to waiting and being patient and very giving, especially chances. And Knight of Cups, yeah, you like when you give, you really give. So it keeps showing your Knight of Cups. You're very loving, and I'm pretty sure people see that in you, or people you dealt with see that in you. So in your near future, you have the Page of Cups. This is about you looking into the nature of things. Again, I think right now, if you're bothered by something, because of being stuck in the moment and not being able to move forward, I think you're doing your best to slowly become a Page of Cups, where, you know what, let me assess the situation again. If I was more emotional before, then I would try to do it more less emotional. Or if I wasn't even emotional before, maybe I'll put a little emotion to it, so I would understand. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. So for you, it looks like maybe your cup, if you used to have the Ace of Cups, now you just have a little love to give. Now you just have a small cup that you can offer to somebody, just because you are exhausted, you're tired, but fear not, because you are getting the Ace of Cups here. So for some of you, a new love connection is coming your way. Let's see, who's this Ace of Cups, or what is this Ace of Cups? Yes, so you have Ace of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. So this is something that will be slowly presented to you. It's almost like you would not expect this thing to happen. Like I said, if you're single, you have new love coming, and this is unexpected. Whether someone just probably saw your profile online and add you or something like that, or you probably talked to this person before. Probably younger energy too, but they're showing up. And for some of you already in a relationship, like I said, if your partner was the one who wasn't there for you at some point, and your cup started to come empty, or almost like just you just have a little cup to give, there's a return here. So the cup is gonna be filled for you. Your cup again is gonna be filled, because they're coming back with a changed mind or a changed attitude. But it's gonna be a bit smaller, so don't expect it to be grand. It's just something that is, at least you know, you're about, basically it's like it's your turn to receive, you know. So, and part of it, I think you're going to be still stuck at the moment, because I think for you, you want to assess the situation. Because sometimes when people are just tired, it's not about they don't want something, it's just you need your energy, because sometimes you can only process certain things in your mind or situation when you are well rested. So I suggest some of you Aquarians try to get better sleep, put your put yourself back on routine if you have been not, if you haven't been doing that, so start doing that. Because I think for you, you feel like there's still something not quite right about the situation. So like I said, if someone is offering you like a new beginning, new love, or whatever, like I said, it's just there's just a part of you that's you're a bit skeptical about it. Like you want to see what's the intention, what's behind all these things, like if the person is real or not, or are they just here to hurt me again or something. But those are the question. I think that's what's bothering you also. So anyways, moving on, your suggested approach is the Two of Wands. Again, there's a feeling for you that you're just gonna have to give it give it time. Give it time. So look into it more, because you have the Two of Wands. Look into it more. See the pros and the cons of the situation, because you have the Two of Wands here. Again, Two of Swords. So twos are very, that's probably your magic number right there, your synchronicity number. Twos, that's usually talks about intuition. So try to understand it. And you don't have to make a decision right now too. And try to find out what's your fear. What makes you fear? Let's say if this is something, a new connection that's coming for you, and this is something you've wanted ever since, you know, what makes you fear it? What makes you skeptical? Try to find out. Maybe you haven't healed your wounds, or you have been not trusting because of past relationship that you had. Try to find that. Find the answer within yourself. Find how you can start your healing, or find a way where what makes you fear it. What makes you fear, especially if it's something good that's coming your way. And what you need to know, there you go, happiness. So Four of Wands, this is setting up your foundation. This is a, so you need to know that there's, for some of you, there's a reconciliation that's happening, because Four of Wands, oh yes, King of Cups with the Ten of Cups. Wow, very good. Yes, there's a strong reconciliation. Like I said, if you're single, if you meet someone right now or soon, this is a good deal for you. The divine has given it for you, because you deserve this. I think you have done some of your work. You did really well the past few years and months. You were doing really well. Although you find it difficult, or I mean, you did suffer in a way, okay, or you felt like you weren't good or anything like that, not enough or something. But no, this is totally for you. And for some of you who are reconciling with somebody, like I said, as long as they have good intention, you just need to find that for yourself, because that's the fear that's stopping you right now, because of people's intention. You know pretty well that sometimes you have a hard time seeing people's intention. But like I said, just try to ground yourself, find a way where you can see things clear, and don't ever make decisions when you didn't have enough sleep, or you're not in a good place, you're emotional, all that stuff. Because all these things can wait, because they are already for you. And there's no reason for you to like, oh, if I don't do this now, I mean, if you're not in the capacity to do it right now, or your brain function is not at the right set of mind right now, there's no rush for it. Seriously, there's no rush for it. But you need to make sure that you put yourself together first, you take care of yourself, love yourself, and understand what's stopping you when something good is coming your way, or when something is being presented to you that you know it's good for you. Like the main thing about it is, of course, if you're meeting new people, just get to know them. You don't need to put up yourself right away, give so much. You don't have to do all that work, because right now this is not about them. This is about you. This is about you changing the dynamics of how you can be with someone. That it has to be mutual, and it has to be 50-50, a reciprocation of everything. So your hopes and fears is like, you feel like you might take a risk, okay? For some of you reconciling, you hope this and you fear it too at the same time. So I think, like I said, this is your inner work. You just have to figure things out on your by yourself. You feel like, okay, if I reconcile with somebody and give them a chance, will it be a burden for me again? And I don't want to lose control. I don't want to be I don't want to be in that place again where I lose my independence, or I become attached or something like that. But I think you shouldn't be worried about that, because every time something good is coming your way, because it's just mean that you deserve it. You prayed for it. And remember, when people come back in your life, yes, for some, because the thing is, you have to make your own discernment, okay? So if it's just people that wants you for sex, you should know that, okay, they just want you for that. But if this is about a relationship where you guys had to go through ups and downs, you can feel that this person really cares about you, and for some reason they just didn't have the time, or they didn't have the right set of mind, just like you did at some point. Like, you just have to make things work. And sometimes you have to have a second chance, try it again. And also for those who are single, that they feel like, okay, I will never be happy again, never be loved again. That's not the case. Like, sometimes it's just people come in the right time, at the right place, at the right moment. But then you get the good ones, because I do believe in prayers. Whether you pray with God, or anything that you believe, like whatever religion you have, or whatever beliefs you have, when you pray for something that you want and your intentions are good too, that's exactly what's happening. So at your outcome is the Three of Cups. So again, that's about reconciliation, coming together, being happy. Let's see. Karma and the World. So at the end of the day, you will understand that, like I said, if you are connecting with someone who is really good for you, and you know that, and they mean well, I think it's just now you will understand the lessons about about happiness. So some of you probably got stuck in the feeling of, you know what, I'm never gonna be happy again, or I'm never gonna be with someone who will treat me right. So I your vision will start to pick up. You will start to have clarity in everything, and you'll understand, like, you know what, relationship are not always happy, or they're not always perfect. At some point in life, you can separate from a partner, but if you really love each other and you work for it, then you guys can come back together and you can try to make it work. If it happens,